Hey there! Welcome back to a lesson with Artsy Rose. Today we are going to be drawing a dinosaur. Thought I'd reach out to all those friends that love the prehistoric things. So all you will need today is a piece of paper, scrap paper, construction paper, copy paper, whatever works. You will also need something to draw with. I prefer you to use a pencil because of course we can erase our oopsies, and then something to color with or paint with. So I'm going to start with a Sharpie. Now, of course, you're not starting with a Sharpie, you're starting with a pencil, and then you could go back and trace your Sharpie line or your pencil lines with Sharpie if you would like. So we are going to start, if I were to guess, this is about the middle. So I'm going to come up and over some. And I am going to draw a very large, almost like a C line, just like that. Okay, very large curve. From here, our curve is going to dip out and over and come down some. Okay? Then for the mouth of the dinosaur, it almost looks like a very large triangle or Pac-Man mouth maybe. And then we'll do the bottom of the chin, kind of curve it up and around. And then I will do from here, how about we do some teeth? And they can be as big as you want, or we can keep them small. You could even be silly and put like human-like teeth on your dinosaur. That would be funny as well, right? Now from here, we've got to draw the inside of the mouth. So we've got a curve and a curve right there. And then we're going to draw the back, or like kind of like its back, like he's got his head turned over, you know? So we're going to draw the back of the body back here. We're going to draw the underside just like that. And then we're going to draw a little bit more of the body over there. We've got part of an arm showing right here. And then that's about it on the body. So now we can go back up to the head. We're going to draw what looks like a raindrop or an almond-shaped nostril so our dinosaur can breathe. We're going to give it a little line right here. Then I'm going to bring, I guess it would be kind of like his eye socket, the area that his eye is sitting in. And then we'll draw the line above the eye. And then the eye is going to be almost like a football shape, just like that. Little curve here. And then, of course, they have the vertical pupils, just like that. Now, I feel like we should probably create maybe a little bit, pretend. A little bit of a background going on. Maybe there's some mountains back here. Got a little bit of something going on at the top. Maybe it's some snow cap. All right, now from here, these are just our basic dinosaur lines, right? So from here, we can add some color. Add some texture, add some fun. So I'm going to put this down, and I am going to get a green marker. When I was little, really, this is your dinosaur. Of course, it can be any color you want. There's no wrong answer. But when I was little, my grandma, she would take her markers, and she would trace right next to the lines, like say in a coloring book with the marker. Just like this, to really emphasize the lines, right? Then, after she got everything outlined or traced with marker, she would go back with crayon and actually color it in with crayon, which is kind of a fun way to give your picture a little something easel is being ornery. A little something different to your art, right? So we're going to get this all outlined. If you use the edge of your marker tip, the very side of the marker, you can get a thicker line, right? So right here, if you use the edge, the whole side, not the point, the whole side, you can get a nice thick line. If you use just the tip, of course, you're going to get a much thinner line. Okay, I think we got the body all outlined. Then inside the mouth might be red, right? Or dark red, something like that. Ooh, this eye. Maybe we'll do a yellow eye. Just like that. And then for the ground, we don't want a whole lot of green, right? So maybe we have some brown in here. And then for your mountains, really, we could go whatever, maybe some gray. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of texture. This is visual texture. Obviously, it's not real texture. So we're going to add just a little bit of visual texture to our artwork so that the ground looks like there's something going on. We could even do a little bit of that with the side of our marker over here. Just do a little bit of texture here in the ground. And on my dinosaur, maybe, oh man, I feel like he needs a little something. Maybe just a little bit of, sort of to imply like scales. So I'm doing some little U's that are all connected. Some little U's, some little W looking things, just to give him a little bit of texture on his face and skin, right? Okay, so we've got that all filled in. Then I'll use some green. And maybe I'll go between some green pastel. Maybe kind of come right here on the edge with some green pastel. Just like that. Continue with this little bit of texture in here on our dinosaur. Give him some good rough skin, right? We want to create a little visual texture in there. Then, after I get him all colored, or hey, it could be a girl, right? You could totally turn this into a girl. You could have a pink dinosaur. How fun would that be? So we'll get this all colored in. The more muscle you use, the more intense your color will look. The softer you color, the softer your color will look, right? The lighter it will be. Let me get this all filled in. And I'm using the side of the crayon tip, not just the point. We'll work this around just like that. There we go. Get around those eyes. Maybe this middle section, we should go back to that greenish color. Ooh, or we could even pull in a little bit of brown into this middle section right here. So I could put a little bit of brown on here first. real light. I'm barely touching my crayon down to the paper. Then I'll go on top, whoop, with the green and get that all colored in. Anytime you can layer colors, it's almost like you're making your own color, your own invented crayon color, right? Or colored pencils are great for layering and blending. And of course, if you wanted to color this whole thing with your marker, you can always do that. Gives it a nice, super bold effect if you use your markers. Okay, so we got that on there. And now we're going to, I just got to get this guide tape back on there a little bit better. Okay, so now we'll go in here and we did our mountains gray, so I could go ahead and color these guys in. Got to be real careful inside the mouth because I don't want him to have gray teeth. So slow down just a little bit inside the mouth. Ooh, you know what? These could have been volcanoes that were erupting. And this dinosaur's trying to escape to safer land. The fun thing about art is I really feel like it totally inspires ideas and creativity, right? So it gives you just all these emotions and feelings and ideas and thoughts that start working through your head just for fun. So maybe think of, that was yellow, and now I'm using some yellow orange. Maybe for fun, name your dinosaur and think of what is happening in your artwork. And you could create a little story after you finish coloring. And say you, maybe you don't know how to spell yet. That's okay. Put your picture up and ask mom or dad if you could borrow their phone and you could make a video. So you could make a story video of what's going on in your artwork. All right, for the eyes, I am going to try a little bit of orange right next to the pupil. And then I'll go out from here. Ooh, do some red maybe. Have an angry guy trying to escape. We've got sunset going on in the background. Down here I can use my brown and get my dirt all colored in. There we go. So this is what we would call a multimedia piece. We used, well, you used pencil, right? And then if you wanted to Sharpie, you totally could. And then I used markers to go by my Sharpie lines. And then I am using crayon. So that's kind of fun that this has multi-medium pieces in it. For the mouth, I'm going to come in here. This is the inside of the mouth. Color that in. I think I'm even going to try this. Layer just a little bit of black on top of my red violet. Just so it looks a little darker maybe. Of course his nostril probably should be black or dark green or something like that. Pupil definitely should be black. Okay? That, my friends, is an awesome dinosaur ready for you to try to create your own. Remember, if I go too fast, just hit pause or rewind, and then you can get back to where you need to be and then hit play again. I hope that you enjoy drawing this. I hope that you have fun making up a story to go along with it. I can't wait to see your finished product. So make sure to tag at Artsy Rose Academy in all of your artwork because I would love to see what's going on. I can't wait to create art with you again.